Hey guys, what's up? This is Charlie Change. I'd like to thank everybody for the support. I put out a lot of tracks in the last couple of days. I'm working my butt off. I mean, I can just keep going. I can throw them out. I could probably do 10, 15 tracks a day. Getting better and better on the videos. Like I said, I'm working on that. I'm working on merch. Getting some hats and stuff like that, coming up with my logos. But I just really wanted to throw a shout out for you guys for viewing my music, sharing anything. Like I said, I'm on all platforms, 33 platforms that supports music in America and all over the world. Like I said, words just can't, how far I've come to this day. A lot of my inspiration comes from friends and family members, situations I've been through, relationships, friendships. I've had all kinds of jobs in my life. I've got so many trades. I'm a multi-business owner. I also own Change Records. I don't know if you guys see that all the time. That actually is me. Charlie Change is the logo, is the avatar. But like I got some shout outs I got to throw out. Caleb Yates, Mark Bosch, Andrew Rockabelli, Eric Byron, Charles Gramlin, Brandon Firo. For everybody that's established, a footprint in my music path. And, people that did music with me back in the day. I used to play with Bert and all them. Bert and Joanne, y'all know who you are. Like I said, I have a lot to talk about, which most people be like, oh, Charlie talks a lot. Well, that's what's really effective in the music business, is having something to talk about. I just have so many subjects and so many genres of things that I'm capable of. Like I said, I'm showing you guys that potential. Like, rock's really good with me because I've been in death metal and rock and rockabilly and reggae my entire life. I come from West Palm Beach, Florida, so we're always at the beach. We grew up on the ocean. Dad had boats and stuff, and that's just the way it was. I'm sure some of y'all see I'm a musician, multi-talented. Like, I've got all kinds of stuff. I pushed more towards the solo artist thing because of the band problems. As you get older, I'm 40 years old. It is extremely hard with trying to make a successful life, and putting more percentage into the music that you possibly can. I do the best I can, trust me. With the amount of time that I work, like 7 days a week, I don't mess around. I push the music as much as possible that I can get. If any spare time, it's in music. I still go to the gym. I still train. I still hang out with my friends. I still see my family. I still make phone calls. I still run my businesses. I still do automotive services. I still run trucking. I mean, you would be surprised what I'm pushing out in a week's worth of time. I wouldn't be here today specifically without Distro Kid and Ryan E. Beats. Ryan Anderson and Johnny from Ryan E. Beats gave me my start and gave me the push and has been teaching me along the way of what to do. I studied Ryan E. Beats for 7 years before I actually had the courage to push my music because I'm my own worst critic. I had people all around me telling me, oh, you should do music, you're really good. But it's different when you're the artist. Like, you want to be good and you want people to like you and you want to beat the other. Not really, I wouldn't say it's competitive. You just want to be where they're at. Playing your music on the radio, that was my dream as a kid. My mother could get on here and tell you, all I ever talked about when I was a kid was, man, I'd love to hear myself on the radio one day. Well, it took 33 years, but now I'm on the radio. I got people listening to my music in Canada, Suriname down there with Reggie, and almost down there in Brazil and the French Guianas, Philippines. They're rocking my music in the Philippines. Every state in the United States is rocking me right now. You name it. I got a buddy in Australia that's playing my music in his work truck, doing what he's got to do. So, but I do appreciate all the support. Trust me, I really do. Because I don't think I'd do it if I didn't do it for others, because it's never really for yourself when you start, selling and doing merchandise and stuff like that. Because the goal for me has already been won. Now it's for you. Because all I ever cared about was just to hear myself on the radio and know that I did it. With all that practicing when I was a kid and doing all this stuff, it wasn't for nothing. You know what I mean? All these guitars that I have and all the training and all the musical instruments and guitar class in school, it amounted to something at this point. So, I do appreciate you guys, all of y'all. I love y'all forever, and I'll keep going until I can't. So, hopefully we're working on some better stuff. I got a really good camera. working on some effects. We're probably gonna throw out an animation video, which is where they're gonna, like, it's really kind of expensive, but you know, we're getting there. But like I said, shout out to all my buddies and everybody involved and everybody that pushed me to this point. So I love y'all and I appreciate you very much. And there's more to come. I just put out 3 tracks within the last 2 hours. Check them out. Unfold, Old Fool, and Picture of You. Check them out, guys. Hit like and share. Spread me around as much as possible. I'd like that, you know, because I can only do so much. But I do got some promo cards and stuff like that. I've got stickers. I've got promos. My truck has got my emblems on it. So, but I won't keep y'all too long. I know my videos are kind of long, and everybody's like, you got to shorten them. I don't want to be like everybody else. That's why they call me Charlie Change. Love y'all.